It's Saturday morning and we are going berry picking. Look at the jellies. If we didn't already have a habanero, I would get one of these.
I used the fish one, the one for the fish.
Look at you go. It's almost like you've done this before.
I haven't. I'm just looking for ones that look good. Look for ones that are perfectly blue and nice and plump.
Blue and plump.
Blue and plump.
Alright, like this one, would this be blue and plump?
That's somewhat plump. It's
Somewhat
definitely
plump?
blue. You don't want any that have any kind of bug, look like bugs have gotten to them or anything.
The red ones are tart?
Even the like things like this.
Well, this one looks okay, right?
Yeah, but it has some stuff on it. So really good. These have pines in them too, so you have to watch. Ooh, look like this one.
Ooh, that one looks good.
If I can get it off.
You got this, Courtney. Come
I
on.
don't want to crush the berry.
You got this. So let's. Huh?
What?
I just wanted you to show the camera.
One berry that I crushed a little bit. It's like that one's still a little red, so it's probably kind of tart.
That one looks pretty good. Someone just yelled the language of love. I don't know what's going on with the conversations that people are having here, but alright. So this is the kind of hard-hitting journalism you get on Stream of Life. Learning so much about Marionberries. The beautiful bright red ones, actually you don't want to pick because those are super bitter. But the really dark, almost black berries are really sweet. And right off the vine, they're actually really good. I never really had them before.
$5 and something cents worth of berries.
Blueberries and Marionberries.
Yes. I'll have to do some baking, just not today because it's going to be 90 degrees.
It's moving day today. Courtney's just making breakfast. Yesterday, by the way, we took a bike ride out along the Columbia River, which is the river that separates Oregon and Washington. We were, of course, on the Oregon side. That was really cool, especially going down the river, like north to south, because that was tail breezes. We were flying, having a good old time, and then we turned around. That wasn't so fun, but it was pretty good exercise, so we're glad we did it. But today is moving day, like I said, and plans have changed a little bit. We like to follow the weather, especially when we're boondocking. We have no ability to use AC, and once again, there's a heat wave in the northwest where temperatures are going to be in the mid and upper 90s where we're expected to go. So we originally had a dry camping spot picked out in the middle of a bunch of these different waterfalls that short drives to. But instead of staying there, we happened to find a KOA with an open spot. Finding a spot with full hookups in the northwest is tough in the summer. Everything is just packed, especially on the weekends. So this is a Monday through Friday spot that we happened to find. Of course, the KOA was completely full over the weekend, so we couldn't stay there for the weekend itself. But at least we have an air-conditioned spot Monday through Friday where temperatures are going to be in the mid and upper 90s. Yeah, we were leaving Arizona to escape the heat, and now we're right back in it to some degree. But that's life, and no big deal. We found a way around that, so we'll be nice and cool, and so will the dogs.
So street camping wasn't that bad. We've been camped on the street a couple blocks from my friend's house in Oregon, which it's legal here to do that, and well, in this county, and didn't really know how it would go. I have to say it's a little awkward having people walk by when you can see them, and at night they can see you, and you have to keep your windows open because it's so hot, and it's just a little bit strange, but it went fine, and it was so convenient to be right down the street from our friend's house. We could just walk there for dinner and hang out, and so I think this was a success.
We've arrived here at the KOA, just about 30 miles or so east of Portland. And let me show you a little bit of the setup that I go through. First things first, got to level this thing. This thing was pretty level already, but wasn't completely level. Ignore that. So we just used a couple blocks under these two tires. No big deal. Next thing I did was hooked up the 30 amp AC through a circuit breaker, or a surge protector, rather. Got that set up. Now for the leveling. Ooh, I just heard the AC kick on. Courtney's got the AC on. To level, what I usually do is I use the iPhone's compass, and I just set it on this ridge here, and tells me, looks like we're off by about 1 degree. So the tongue could probably go down just a little bit, and that would make it completely level, but really we're almost spot on. And with those automatic stabilizers, you really have to be careful because you tend to put them both down at once, but the ground may not be exactly level. So one might hit the ground before the other one does. So you just have to be aware of that, be paying attention, so you can stop leveling the one that's already touched and continue lowering the one that needs to be lowered. In this case, since we have full hookups, I'm going to get the sewer out, connect that, get the water hose out, connect that, and then we are good to go for the next 4 days. Sewer's hooked up, water's hooked up. Courtney has requested the awnings be put out to help with the heat from this side. But other than that, we're good to go, baby. We are eager beavers today. We drove about an hour to get to our campsite, got all set up, and now we're going back out to look for a waterfall, or look at a waterfall. But apparently it's closed, but people have been hiking it, so it's the closest one here because it's already 3 o'clock, so we don't want to be all evening driving an hour each way to go see some of the others. We'll leave that for tomorrow.
Got lots of waterfalls to see here along the Columbia River Gorge.
I hope you guys don't hate waterfalls because you might be seeing a couple of them coming up. Let's go find ourselves some falling water. Trailhead for this place is right off the highway. Try again, Courtney. Come on, you got that. Yes, there you go. We have arrived. Nice?
Yeah, I love coming up on waterfalls like this. When you're like, oh, look at the little waterfalls. And then all of a sudden you look up and you're like, whoa.
Beautiful waterfall. We saw some kids along this trail not having a very good time. Though I have to kind of blame the parents on that one because one of them was wearing like Skechers type shoes, virtually no soles, and she was slipping all over the place. And even though this trail is rated easy, which I don't agree with, by the way, if you're hiking, be sure your kids wear hiking shoes all the time, regardless of whether the trail is supposed to be easy or not.
Yeah, this one's
rocky.
really rocky.
This one is tough.
It has very thin areas,
and when it gets wet,
slick.
Even the easy trails will seem a lot more difficult. All right, we are heading back. That's it for today. We're gonna get some showers because we got full hookups, and that's it. We're gonna be back out here tomorrow morning.
More waterfalls.
Courtney says more waterfalls to come, so that generally means more waterfalls to come.